evening, I'm Liyana Hassanel. Welcome to Bizworld. Malaysia, which has long looked to Japan and South Korea as models for economic development, is now also interested in learning from China. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim said the country, however, needs to be open to revise any policy that has been in place for 40 years. He added that because digital technology, cybersecurity and other issues are changing the world, Malaysia would need to expand on the decades-old policy, while also continuing its beneficial aspects. The Prime Minister was referring to the Look East policy that 4th Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad introduced in 1982 to learn economic modernization strategies primarily from Japan and South Korea. Malaysia's gross national savings recorded an increase of 19.1% year-on-year to more than 402 billion ringgit in 2021. Chief Statistician Datuk Sri Muhammad Uzair Mahidin said the non-financial corporation sector recorded the highest gross savings. This was followed by households and general government sectors, with the remaining gross savings from the financial corporation sector. Meanwhile, Malaysia's gross disposable income posted 1.5 trillion ringgit in 2021, an increase of 2.8%, attributed to the higher receivables of social benefits and the improvement in the labour force participation rate. Investment, Trade and Industry Ministry (METI) has secured a total of 29.6 billion ringgit in potential investment and 2.8 billion ringgit in potential exports from 2 investment missions to Japan since June this year. It added 6.6 billion ringgit of potential foreign direct investment and 700 million ringgit of potential exports was secured via the recent trade and investment mission to Japan. Many of these new investments were from target sectors, including renewable energy, electrical and electronics, chemical and digital economy, which is in line with new industrial master plan's missions and intended outcomes. Meanwhile, METI said Malaysia's trade fell 2.4% in November to 231.7 billion ringgit as global imports continued to fall. It added the country's performance was in tandem with its key trading partners, such as Taiwan, Republic of Korea and Indonesia, which posted negative trade growth in November and a drop in global imports. Exports contracted by 5.9% to 122 billion ringgit, while imports grew by 1.7% to 109 billion ringgit. Trade surplus was valued at 12.4 billion ringgit, making it the 43rd consecutive month of trade surplus since May 2020. Exports of manufactured goods, which accounted for 83.8% or 102 billion ringgit of total exports, contracted by 6.7%, as lower shipments were recorded for electrical and electronic products, chemicals and chemical products, as well as transport equipment. Oil prices advanced on Tuesday, extending gains from the previous session, as attacks by Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthi militants on ships in the Red Sea disrupted maritime trade and forced companies to reroute vessels. The Brent crude futures rose 0.2% to $78.12 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures contract, which expires on Tuesday, rose 14 cents to $72.61 a barrel. Both benchmarks rose more than 1% on Monday, with concerns about shippers diverting vessels away from the Red Sea. However, oil tanker group Frontline said its vessels would avoid passage through the waterway, as signs of the broadening crisis was expected to include energy shipments. And that's all the time we have for Bizworld. I'm Liyana Hassanel. Thank you for investing your time with us.